Hi, and welcome to the video tutorial for creating SHRA performance plans in the NinerTalent system. Today we will walk through logging in, creating a performance plan, and completing the Employee Supervisor Performance Plan meeting. To log in, go to jobs.uncc.edu/hr. If you can't remember this web address, you can come to the NinerTalent webpage on the Human Resources website to find this link. Once on the site, you will be able to get to the login page by clicking on the link at the top of the page that reads, "Click here to log in with your UNC Charlotte NinerNet credentials." After logging into the system, go to the top left of your screen to locate the ... icon. Click it to reveal the drop-down menu. Here you will find the link to the UNC Charlotte Employee Portal under Other Tools. When you have opened the portal, you will be on your Action Items screen. Think of this screen as your inbox or to-do list. Please note that the look of your Action Items screen and other screens in this tutorial may be slightly different than mine, as updates do occur at least once a year. They may include color changes or link placement. However, the general navigation of the process should remain the same. To begin a plan, you will click on the description, Performance Plan Creation, for the desired employee. This will take you to the plan screen. Once on the screen, you will see the plan ready to be completed. Remember, you and your employee should work together to set goals. So prior to documenting the plan in NinerTalent, you should have met with your employee to discuss career development goals and possibly individual goals for this new performance cycle. There are 5 tabs in the plan: Schedule and Components, Institutional Goals, Individual Goals, Career Development Plan, and Evaluation Methods. These tabs will take you through the steps to complete this performance plan. From the screen, you can also access your employee's position description, should you need it while drafting this performance plan. Just locate your employee's name at the top left of your screen and click their position title. This will open up a new web browser where you can view the description. On the first tab, Schedule and Components, you can access this video tutorial by clicking here. The workflow will help you keep track of where a plan may be in the approval process or in whose queue awaiting approval or acknowledgement. We also have the schedule for when performance tasks will open in NinerTalent, as well as a list of important components of the new policy. The current rating scale is also defined on this tab, including the impact of performance deficiencies on the final overall rating in accordance with the SHRA Performance Appraisal Policy. To go to the next tab, you can click on the Next button, or if you are at the top of the page, you can simply select the Institutional Goals tab. Now let's start drafting our performance plan. The institutional goals define campus-wide performance expectations for all SHRA employees. These goals address a wide range of performance expectations found in all aspects of the employee's work, as well as standard expectations for employee behavior and conduct. A link to the institutional goals document has been put on this tab for your convenience. These goals are set by UNC General Administration and should be discussed with your employee in conjunction with their position description. The first page gives you a summary of the goal expectations, and the subsequent pages give you an in-depth explanation of what constitutes meeting, not meeting, or exceeding expectations. You'll notice that on each performance tab, there are instructions on how to fill out each section of the plan. You should read these instructions carefully before proceeding. Below each institutional goal is a summary definition for you and the employee to reference. Below that definition, you will see the field to enter the percentage weight for the goal. This is the only required field for each institutional goal. Remember, all institutional goals should add up to 50%, but no goal can be less than 5%. And the goal should be weighted in accordance to its importance to the successful execution of the position. The next entry field is the comments and/or performance improvement plans box. Comments are not required. However, if there is a specific standard of performance that you want to document here, or performance improvement goals that you want to reiterate to your employee for this cycle, this is a good place to put it. Remember, it is recommended that any SMART goals established to complement the employee's position description and give the employee guidance on their routine job duties or tasks should be maintained in a separate Word document. Please note, if your employee is not a supervisor, you should enter a weight of 0 under the supervision goal. After entering all the weights and desired comments, select Next at the bottom of the page. This will save the information you have entered and bring you to the next Performance tab. The next tab brings you to the Individual Goals page. The individual goals define the level of performance that is required for 3 to 5 critical job duties, tasks, or projects for this performance cycle. They may be specific to one particular employee or the same for all employees in a position group. They also can be based on recurring duties or unique assignments or projects for this specific cycle. Overall, they should align with the overall mission and strategic goals of the work unit for the current cycle. A link to the NinerTalent guide on how to develop your individual goals has been put on this tab for your convenience. The guide includes the Smarter Goal Model, ways to approach writing individual goals, wording to help you get started with writing your goals, and sample individual goals for you to reference. As on the previous tab, there are instructions to setting these goals which you should read carefully prior to proceeding. You will set at least 3, but not more than 5 individual goals. Enter the name of the goal, a description, and a weight. The total of all of the weights on this page should also equal 50. To add another goal field, you will select Add Entry. When finished, click the Next button to save your entry and move to the next tab. You are now at the Career Development Plan. This plan defines activities for employee growth or activities to help the employee gain or maintain skills to meet their performance goals. For example, training programs, committee work, conferences, or other activities to maintain or develop knowledge, skills, or abilities. Each employee should have one career development activity in their performance plan. When you have entered this information, click Next to go to the last tab. The Evaluation Methods tab indicates to your employee the methods you will use when appraising their performance. You should select all that apply. When you are finished drafting your plan, you can either click Save Draft if you want to review the plan again at a later date, or you can select Complete to move this action forward. This will complete the performance plan and forward it to the next level supervisor for approval. You may print or save a PDF copy of this plan by clicking the Actions button and selecting Print. If you have an employee or several employees and their performance plans will be the same or similar, you can use the Copy function to reduce the time it will take to develop your other employee performance plans. If you would like to use the performance plan you just completed as the template for the other plans, select Copy. This will start the process. For full instructions on how to copy a performance plan to other positions, go to the video tutorials on the NinerTalent Stakes website and click on the video titled Copy a Performance Plan to Like Positions. Once the next level supervisor approves your employee's performance plan, it will be time for you to schedule the performance plan meeting with your employee. In this meeting, you will inform your employee of their performance goals for the new cycle. If you would like to revise the performance plan after it has already been approved by the next level supervisor, you should contact an employer relations representative in Human Resources to move the plan back to your queue for revision. You can find more NinerTalent Performance Module instructional videos and guides on the NinerTalent Stakes website under Additional Tools and Resources. Thanks for watching.